Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody, down here at hive number 4, which was reduced down to a 5-frame nuke last week. The idea, sometimes when a colony's not doing that well, they might have too much space in a 10-frame. So it's always good to have 5-frame equipment on hand, just in case you have to reduce them down to give them less space, so the queen can build up a nice healthy bee population, and then you can basically drop those 5 frames back into a 10 frame so they can build up some more. Alright, it is Sunday, May 31st. The weather's kind of intermediate. Been out here for maybe 30 minutes or so. It's probably close to 11 o'clock by now. The temperature is in the mid-70s. The humidity is about the same. There is a nice breeze, speaking of, that comes through the bee yard here, and it's keeping me pretty cool this week, unlike last week. So this is just a routine inspection of hive number 4, just a quick check to see how they're doing. And given that it's still kind of swarm season, more so on the end of it really, still checking for queen cells, whether that's swarm cells or supersedral cells, but for the most part, just checking the 5 frames here to see how the queen's laying, and to see if reducing them to a 5 frame has made any bit of a difference with getting them to move in the right direction. So the crazy thing is, this hive overwintered just fine, and in fact, unlike previous years, I let them go earlier in the year for a while. I didn't get into them when we had nice warm days in January and February, because I didn't want to break the propolis, and you know, they're not foraging, so they don't have any way to reseal the hive, so that's why I didn't get into them. But I did take a few quick peeks at a few frames in the top box, and they were looking great. They had frames and frames and frames of capped brood. I thought this hive was going to explode in the spring and become one of my better honey producers, but again, here we are. It's the end of May, and they're in a 5 frame. So they are kind of moving in the opposite direction than I would like. However, as you can tell, they are extremely calm, which is a nice trade-off. So yeah, so this side of the frame faces the outside of the box. It has plenty of drawn comb for the queen to expand in, but she has not done that yet, which is fine. But before I get too far along, this came in the mail this past week. It is a one-handed queen catcher. If you look at the previous videos, I give more details on it, but there's a door right here that just slides like so, and I have not been able to use it yet. So I'm on frame for hive number 4. I've inspected the other frames within the last hour, and unlike the previous weeks, I have not found one queen. Therefore, I have not been able to use my new tool. So this is the 2nd frame. This side faces the inside of the box, and I mean, she's doing good. There is a ton of pupated larvae, very, very small pupated larvae. So that happened maybe 4 to 5 days ago. And then on the outside, I can see eggs. So she is still, she's doing her thing. Just for whatever reason, they just had too much space for probably too long, honestly. Same thing on this side. And then if we can get close enough, you can see 2 bees hatching right there, crawling out of their cell, emerging. They'll stay in the colony for about half of their life, which is 3 weeks this time of year, doing duties such as nurse bee, cleaning up the cells, and then around week number 3, they will start foraging for the second half of their life, and they will actually work themselves to death. Yeah, so that's what the beginning of bees emerging looks like. Alright, very center frame. Nice capped brood. You can see pupated larvae surrounding the capped brood or in between it, any open cells that are available. Same thing on this side. Nice capped brood. She's making use of all of her space. Just haven't found her yet. There's a brand new bee right there. See how dusty that thing looks? It's kind of gray. Brand new. I had a 5-frame nuke earlier this year, and because of the reduced space, the queen was extremely easy to find. But that doesn't seem to be the case, at least not yet. For this one. Just gonna check to see if she started to lay eggs on this frame, because there's a lot of open space. Oh yeah. Wow, they really pop up when you have a flashlight. Every single cell has an egg in it, so that's frame 4. So in the next, oh, there she is. Alright, here we go. There you go. Let's see, crawl up. Crawl up. Okay, bam. Got her. So far, so good. That was kind of easy. So now, the second part of something extremely new. See if I can get this on camera for y'all. Let me slide her up. So let's take a quick look at her. So the nice thing with this, unless I'm just a complete idiot and push on the door there, hopefully you can see her. She's got one worker bee in there, so let me be very gentle because my gloves are a little sticky now. Let me slide. Yeah, there we go. Maybe it's called a one-handed queen catcher for a reason. Just trying to find the best way to do this. Am I pushing on it? Of course, you don't want to hurt her. Alright. There we go. Get out of here, worker bee. There we go. First time ever marking a queen. Alright, so you don't have to keep her all pinched up. So let's move. There we go. Oh, great. Oh, man. It's always something, I guess. Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. It looks like more paint ran off the paint marker than I thought, and it is like all over her. I'll show you that if you can see it. Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems. It's like, did I even get her marked right? Let's see. See if I can slide her up again. Show you. Yeah, it's all over her wings and stuff. Well, oh well. Can't do anything about that now. It's like it marked her, what is that? Not torso. I can't think of what it's called. Thorax. It marked the thorax nicely, and then it ran down on her wings. Let me check this very last frame real quick, since I know where the queen's at. And yeah, that's got some nice eggs too. Yeah, she's doing a good job. Hopefully I didn't dork it up by using too much paint. It's a brand new paint marker as well, so I did have it primed, but just seems like a little too much paint ran out. At least a little much for my liking. So we'll see how this goes over the next week or so. All right, let's get her released. See if you can see this. Looks like she's still in there. Come on. Man. Guess. Yeah, I didn't even see her get out. Alright, not to mess with them too much, but now I want to see if she's really easy to find. Probably not the best thing to do right now, but I'm gonna do it. There you go. Sticks out like a sore thumb. Hopefully that's not too much paint. But yeah, there you go. A little extra blue on her. It's unfortunate, wasn't trying to do that, but accidents happen, I guess. Alright, let's get them boxed up. Okay, so a few things there. One, they're looking fine, plenty of, well, queen right, obviously, and she seems to be doing a better job in the 5 frame for now than she was doing in the 10 frame. And two things. This, not a bad tool. That was actually pretty darn easy. Learning how to use this, the paint marker, better is my next goal. Less is definitely more. It didn't seem like a lot of paint came out, but next time for hive number 5 here that I'm going to inspect next, one little dab of paint and that's it. Because again, I dabbed her twice and it didn't look like a lot, but as soon as she started moving around, it looks like it ran down onto her abdomen and onto her wings. So hopefully that doesn't have any negative effects on the queen, which that would be terrible. Alright, that does it for now. Hive number 4, queen right, looking good. Doing a good job making use of the 5 frame nuke. Better use, like I said, than the 10 frame. And that's it for this week. Tune in next week for another routine inspection of this colony. Cole's Farm, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Decent amount of bee activity on the entrance for a 5 frame, I suppose. And that's it. That does it for this week. A whole bunch of butterflies out here. It's kind of cool. Alright, thanks for watching. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Cole's Farm NC for North Carolina, if you want to check out those platforms.